The rain fell heavily across the streets of Lagos that evening. The kind of rain that turned roads into muddy rivers and made headlights blur through the darkness. Ada pulled her old sweater tighter around her body as she stood by the roadside, shivering slightly. Finally, a yellow taxi slowed down in front of her. "Yaba?" the driver asked. "Yes, please," Ada replied softly as she entered the back seat. The taxi smelled of old leather, petrol, and years of hard work. Soft high-life music played quietly from a cracked radio while the driver hummed under his breath. Ada leaned her head against the window, exhausted. Another long day at the tailoring shop. Since her mother died, life had become one endless cycle of stress, hunger, and survival. Every morning she woke before sunrise. Every night she returned home tired, and somehow the bills never stopped coming. Sometimes she wondered if life would ever change for her. Suddenly, thud, the taxi hit a deep pothole. The driver grumbled. "These Lagos roads will finish my car one day." Ada smiled faintly despite herself. A few minutes later, the taxi stopped outside her street. She paid the driver with the little cash she had left and stepped back into the cold rain. But it wasn't until she reached her tiny room that she noticed it. A phone, black, expensive looking, lying quietly inside her bag. Ada froze. Her heartbeat quickened. "The taxi," she whispered quietly. The phone must have slipped into her bag during the ride. Slowly, carefully, she picked it up. It looked nothing like the cheap phone she owned. Then suddenly, the screen lit up by itself. One missed call. Unknown number. Ada frowned nervously. Before she could think, the phone started ringing again. Ring, 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 ring. She hesitated. Her fingers trembled slightly. Then finally, she answered. "Hello?" Silence. Nothing. Ada pulled the phone slightly away from her ear. Then suddenly, a shaky male voice whispered, "Please, don't let them find the phone." Ada froze instantly. "What?" "You are in danger now," the voice said quickly. "If they know you have it, they'll come for you." The call ended, just like that. Ada stared at the phone in confusion. Fear slowly crept into her chest. Then, ding! Another message appeared on the screen. "Don't go outside." Ada's breathing became uneven. A loud knock suddenly exploded against her door. Bang! 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 "Ada!" her landlord shouted from outside. "Some men are looking for you." Her blood ran cold. Slowly, she stepped backwards. "How do they know my name?" she whispered fearfully. The phone vibrated again. This time, a video appeared on the screen by itself. Ada swallowed hard, then pressed play with trembling fingers. The screen showed a young man tied to a chair inside a dark room. His face was bruised badly. "If you are watching this," the man said painfully, "it means I failed." Ada covered her mouth in shock. "I stole evidence from dangerous people," he continued weakly. "Everything is inside this phone. Names, transactions, crimes." He struggled to breathe. "If they get it back, innocent people." The video suddenly cut off. Ada's hands shook violently. Outside, she heard car doors slam. Voices. Footsteps approaching. The men had arrived. Fear swallowed her whole. She quickly turned off the lights in her room and hid behind the door, clutching the phone tightly against her chest. Heavy footsteps stopped outside. Then came the knock. Slow. Deliberate. "Open the door," a deep voice said calmly. "We only want the phone." Ada held her breath. Tears gathered in her eyes. How had an ordinary taxi ride turned into this nightmare? The phone vibrated one last time. A final message appeared. "Trust no one, not even the police."